down Jesus. Hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. About to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got him. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Barnes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Little over-anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to the right. And some room to work. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would...
There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Stoneburner. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Stoneburner. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB,
into the secondary on the right. Finally corralled. picks up the first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here's a heat. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pack.
Going over the top. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. The 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roach. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Bermudez. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Gain of 2. Second down coming up.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Tackled on the play.
New set of downs after the completion.
That's a first down for the offense.
Got his man quickly. Wide open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
Just steamrolling the defense. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To the air on first down.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And they swarm him under. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra gains.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Bermudez. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Louisiana. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Got the first down. Looking for more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
The RPO, it's complete. Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Caught close to the marker. It's Roach. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Caught in the backfield, it's Bermudez. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Pressure coming. Can't find a man. Being knocked down at the 40.
It is nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands. It's Bermudez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
22.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about it.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They want that clock to run. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Stoneburner. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course.